In this video, we're going to review how to download Lumion trial version and Lumion Live Sync as a plugin for Rhino. And we're also going to talk about how you can diagnose your own computer to see how well it will perform with Lumion, and then how we navigate around having a slower computer. So let's just take a look at this website right here. This is where you can download the free trial for 14 days for Lumion. So we want to make sure that we don't download it until we're ready, until our Rhino file is all cleaned up and organized, ready to go with Lumion. So at that point, you will sign up for this 14-day free Lumion trial. And then once you have the Lumion downloaded and installed, we also want to download Lumion Live Sync, which is a plugin for Rhino. So you can download it from this website right here. So this is a plugin that's going to show up within your Rhino environment. And when you click on this plugin within Rhino, you'll be able to see the changes you made in Rhino showing up in Lumion. In other words, you can work on your modeling and rendering simultaneously. So this might be a phenomenal idea for somebody with a pretty fast computer. But if you don't have a fast computer, sometimes it will still work if we make sure our file covers a very small area and we don't use very complicated objects. So let's take a look at Rhino itself. Well, actually, let's look at Lumion right now in terms of diagnosing our computer. So when you click on Lumion, you'll see how there's this option right here that says computer speed. So this is where we can do what's called the benchmarking. You can see how it benchmarked my computer, saying that my graphics card, graphics memory, system memory, they're all above the recommended, and then the processor is slightly below the recommended level. My Alienware is 4 years old. Usually a CPU goes out of date every 18 months. It's an i7 core. These days we have i9 core. So my computer is considered out of date now, even though it was a very expensive and fast computer when I purchased it 4 years ago. So you can do the benchmark right here. And if you've already ranged your benchmark, you can rerun it because it's different depending on what else you have open. Say if I have multiple programs open, my processor level is going to go down. However, sometimes you can still do Lumion if it's above the minimal level, sometimes even below the minimal level if you can avoid really complicated objects. So we'll talk about that. So you click on the rerun benchmark right here. It's going to take a few seconds if you have a fast computer, but much longer if you have a slow computer. And then there are ways you can navigate around not having a very fast computer. If we go back to the beginning, here's a setting button right here, and click on that settings button. You can see how I cranked up the editor quality to the highest and then the editor resolution to the highest. You can try the low quality or just 25% of editor resolution if you don't have a very fast computer, just so you get to experience Lumion. And then because we're in the United States, typically we use imperial units here, so I would check that. And then maybe user analytics, maybe you want to turn things off if you don't have a very good computer. But recovery is always good to have, because if you don't have a very good computer, you might lose your stuff. So you might want to turn that on. And up here, of course, we do not want high quality trees, but normally if you have a slow computer, turning on the high quality trees might help you, but it will slow down your computer as well. and high quality preview. So all these you will need to kind of play around with to see what can be handled by your computer. But in general, if you don't have a very fast computer, I would try to not choose any of these options and keep your resolution low and keep your quality low, because we're just trying to learn how to use this program. And later on, you will have a faster computer, or you can get a loaner from the college to play with Lumion. Okay, so I will then also show you, let's see. Well, I think we'll go over what it looks like when we have the Lumion Live Sync downloaded and installed in Rhino, and how we can see both Rhino and Lumion screens simultaneously in the next video.